Hello everybody and welcome back to Farming Simulator 22, Zielonka Real Survival. Today we are jumping right in to buying some equipment. Real quick, I want to go over a couple of things though. Recap what I've done in between the last episode and this episode. I've done some more contracts off camera, just so every episode is not just contract work. So I've done 4 fertilizing contracts and 5 harvesting contracts, and that has put us at 37,735 euros. Yes, I have switched the currency to the base game euros, simply because the conversion thing has become a bit of a pain on my end. So we experienced the Polish currency for a little bit, and we are now going to be switching over to euros. That way I don't have to do the conversion myself anymore as far as the amounts and everything, because the uh, additional currencies mod uh, does not do the conversion for every currency, and the Polish currency is one of them that it does not do the conversion correctly for. Um, as far as working in the easy dev mod. So whenever I have to fix things as far as finances and having to subtract, uh, rent and stuff like that, for the sake of the gameplay, I'd have to do all the conversions and everything myself, and it just becomes a bit of a pain. So yes, we're going to euros, and that's going to be that. So with that being said, let's jump into buying some equipment. We are not going to have enough to get everything that I want to get, but we will be able to get a fair bit of equipment right now. So, it is the September 2nd, and it is currently 6:30. So, I've already, because I believe we finished off the last episode at night, and I have already subtracted the rent and all that stuff that is needed to be taken out and all that. So, anyways, yes, let's get into the store and let's take a look at tractors. I've already gone through and picked out a bunch of equipment that I want to work towards. So, let's see. Numero uno is gonna be, let's just do it this way so it's easier. Go by brand. We're gonna go with the Zeter. And the Zeter that we are going with is going to be the 5545. There it is. So base price is starting off at... So it's automatically charging us for the paint. Okay, so 7,900 euros is what it's starting off at. We're not going to add a cabin or nothing like that to it. We are going to add weights. I don't know if that's actually going to make a difference or not, or if that's just a visual thing, but it doesn't add any more money, so we'll go ahead and throw that on there. We're not going to pay for the GPS because it's 15,000 for that, and we're not going to do that. So this, I am going to change that to black, just because I think that looks so much better. So it's going to charge us an extra 200 there. I'm going to randomize the tag. There we go. Boom, boom, boom. And yes, I think we're good. So we're looking at 7,900 euros for this, and it only has 55 horsepower. So yep, we're gonna go ahead and pick that up right there. Let's go ahead and hop out of here and take a little look at it. So as far as some, okay, so the delivery system and everything that we had set up. We're gonna play it as if everything is in stock in the store, right? Just so we don't have to worry about that aspect of things. And since our farm is right over there, we don't necessarily need to have things delivered for this one. But eventually we will do deliveries and get into all of this once we expand a little bit further. So here is the tractor, the Zeter 5545. Beautiful looking tractor. Looks very nice. Let's go ahead and hop on here and crank it up, see how it sounds. Sounds wonderful. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. I love it. Alright, let's see what we have for lights. We have headlights and taillights. And that's it. Oh, we have brights. So, 2 levels of headlights. And that is it. Alright. So there we go. We have our tractor. First tractor of the farm. Beautiful piece of machinery right here. Love the way these old tractors look. Yes. Alright. Next up. Okay, so we're down to 29,835, right? So we're gonna come in here and we are gonna go to, we're gonna need a plow. So we're gonna go to Unia, which apparently is a Polish brand, and I didn't know that. I think that's a, I read somewhere that it was a Polish brand while I was looking for stuff. Anyways, yes. Let's see. Plows. We are getting the PZ5. So this only has a 1.5 meter working width. It's gonna be painful, guys. I know. It is gonna be painful. Let's see. It doesn't cost extra to paint it, so maybe we paint it red to match the tractor. Like the best red that we can get, right? So we can get faded reds and stuff like that. Blues are always nice to go with. Gray just looks like it's missing a texture. So we're just gonna go, let's go with the red. Doesn't cost any extra. Let's go ahead and get that, 1,300 euros. Down to 28,535. Next up is gonna be the cultivator, which is also gonna be a Unia. And that is gonna be, is it this one right here? Yes, the 403. This guy right here, requirement of 25 horsepower. We have that, and it is a 2.4 meter working width. And so base price is 33.80. Let's take a look at what we can add to this. We can get some reflectors. We could get some reflectors for an extra 100. Yes, maybe. Rear roller. I think that's just a cosmetic thing. I don't know if it actually makes a difference. So we're just going to go with no on that. And then main color, we could go with red as well to match the tractor, which I think we will do. Yes. And then we'll leave the other one black. So that's going to be 34.80. Down to 25,055. Next up is going to be a cedar. Okay, so yes, we are going to go with base game crops or basic crops, right? For maybe the first or second season. Simply because we cannot afford the equipment that we would need for the new stuff, for the carrots, parsnips, and red beets. So yes, we're going to go with standard crops for now. Let's go over to cedars, and which one was it? This guy right here. Now, like I said, we are going to try to stick to the brands and stuff that we have set for ourselves for this series. But as I also mentioned, if there's nothing available that fits the piece of equipment that we have, as far as like horsepower requirements, or if that brand is just not available in the type of machine that we're looking for, or piece of equipment that we're looking for, then I will take some liberties in choosing something else that is fitting. So as of right now, the brand thing, actually, I don't think we do have options for Unias, which is also a premium expansion piece, but obviously that is way too big. 140 horsepower. We do not have the capability to pull that for our tractor. This one looks pretty cool, but it is a 1 meter working width, and this is a 1.8, and it's also half the price. And 15 horsepower on that one, 10 on that one, so pretty low on the horsepower requirement. This one does have a larger capacity, though. But I think we are just going to go with this one right here. This is the one that I have chosen. Alright, reflectors. Let's take a little look-see here. Yeah, we'll leave the reflectors on. Decals. Yeah, we'll leave the decals on, huh? Yeah. Lights, we'll definitely leave lights. Doesn't cost any extra for that stuff. Colors. Doesn't cost any extra to paint. Maybe we go with something a little bit different than a red. Maybe one of these orange, like this orange color. Yeah, just mix it up a little bit here. Extension color, that's going to be the bottom. We'll go ahead and leave that black. And the rim color, let's change that to also orange. Yeah, I think that looks good. Kind of looking like a Kubota piece of equipment here. So we're looking at 1,250 on that. And let's just hop out and make sure we're not running out of room here. I just seen our cedar flip over. That's going to be fun to deal with. Hopefully that's not like a continuous issue with this, because we may end up having to swap that out. Yes, so plow, cultivator, and cedar. Let's go ahead and continue on our shopping spree here. It is getting dark. Okay, next up, we could get into planters, but I think we're just going to go with the standard crops for now. Grain crops and whatnot. So we are going to need a spreader and a sprayer for, you know, herbicide and fertilizer and whatnot. So let's take a little look-see here. And this is the one that I'm going to go with right here, the Unia PO34/1. It's 5,500, has a 1,000-liter capacity, 30 horsepower requirement. We got that. 12-meter working width. And it is a trailed dealio. So brand, we'll go with the Unia simply because it puts it up in the air a little bit better. So we'll set up standard 2, wide tires. We'll just go with standard. Without triangle, for realism, to drive it on the road, let's go with the triangle. Triangle 1 or 2. Probably let's go with this one. It's a little bit brighter, easier to see, right? Decals. Without decals or with decals. We'll go ahead and put the decals on it. And the color, maybe go with, I don't want to go to like John Deere-ish, right? I was thinking green, but perhaps not. Maybe go with a blue color. It's going to cost an extra 200 to do that. We can change the color of the tank. So we go with like a white tank and a blue frame. Yes. And then the wheel color. We can go with like a kind of like a faded black. Or maybe we go with the ivory to match the tank. Yeah, I think we'll do that. Doesn't cost any extra for that stuff, so there we go. We're looking at 5,800 euros. Go ahead and pick that bad mammer jammer up. And we are not done yet, folks. We are not done. Hold on to your britches, because we're still going here. We're going to go with the Lizard N012. N012. It's a... We can change the capacity on it. Oh, my goodness. Okay, 15 horsepower requirement, and basic 253, 326. Does not cost any extra, so let's go ahead and extend that because lime runs out super quick. Decal on the extension. Yeah, we'll just leave that. Cover. Doesn't cost any extra. We'll go with that. We'll go with that right there. Attachers. With the trailer hitch. Yes, let's go ahead and add the trailer hitch. That way we can pull the trailer if we need to with this on the tractor still. Main color. Let's go ahead and pick something. Maybe go with the green. Maybe go with some kind of a gray, make it look like kind of like galvanized steel or something. You know what I mean? Or like an aluminum color of some sort. Yes. The design color, that's going to be the logo, perhaps. Yes, it is. Let's just leave that red. We'll just leave it red. And there we go. We're looking at 790 euros on that. We're down to 17,000. All right. Okay, trailers are next. We need to buy a trailer. And the trailer that I have selected is a mod, of course. And it is right here. Thought this might be a cool little tractor to start out with. You could also use it as a bale trailer. Go standard bale trailer, or a bale trailer with the sides, or another bale trailer. So yes, we're going to go with this. It has a 2,800 liter capacity, and we will have the triangle on it for realism's sake. Main color, that is the wood color. Yeah, we'll go with like a darker brown maybe. Yeah, like that one right there. That looks a little bit better. Rim color, we'll just leave the rim color where it's at, and there we go. We're looking at 1250 for that guy right there. All right, so that is it for the basic equipment to get us started as far as working on a field. Next up, we're going to need a combine, but here is the problem. This is the combine that I want to go with to start out. It is the Kloss Dominator 85, and it is 26,500. And then also we're going to need the header, which is another 5,500, and the trailer for the header, which is 750. So that's not bad. We can go ahead and buy these two pieces of equipment, which we probably should, but we also need to buy seed, lime, and fertilizer. And herbicide, possibly. So there we go. That is all of our equipment to get things started. So we have spent quite a bit of money, but I think this is going to be a good start to a bright future here on the farm. So I am going to spend some time moving all of this over to the farm area, and I will go ahead and speed on down to, well, we can actually drive now. We don't have to take the taxi. We can go on down to the hotel, sleep for the night, and we'll take the payment out in the morning. And yes, I am going to do some contract work off camera, get a little bit more money together so we could buy our combine and the header and all of that stuff, and then come back and see where we're at. So as you can see, it is now super late at night. Yeah. I have been hard at work doing contracts. And, yeah, I've already collected everything. We had, what was it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 harvesting contracts that we had to do. So, yes, those are done. And we are now at the money that we need, 36,286. So let's go over here and let's go ahead and buy our combine. So if we come into here, we'll go with this, and we're going to stay with that. We're going to go with wide wheels. We'll get the warning triangle. We'll get the chopper. Get the roof double and back beacons. No roof setup. Manual discharge. This is where you have to add it to your vehicle, your combine. I thought it was a setting that you could enable and disable, but no, you actually have to do it on the vehicle when you purchase it on the combine. So yes, we now have manual discharge. Not going to do GPS. And as far as the color, I'm going to go with this little bit more faded grayish green than the other one. It was just a little too new looking to me. So we're going to go ahead and pick this up, 28,900. There we go. Then we'll head into combinations. We will pick this up again. We're going to change it to the older looking green. 5,500. There we go. And this guy right here. Again, we're going to change it to the green. We will put a plate on it. We'll go ahead and randomize that. Hit OK. There it is. Fantastic. Buy that 750. And there we go. We now have a combine. Let's go ahead and hop on this thing and see how it sounds. Yep, sounds like an old combine. That is for sure. Alright, so let's go ahead and get this header put on the trailer. There we go. And which side are we loading this thing on? Looks like this side. If I can get this thing lined up correctly. And right there. Boom. Alright, so if you're ever wondering which direction you're supposed to load these onto these header trailers, if you look at the arms here that the header actually rests on, the side that has the lower arm is the one that you want to is the side that you want to load the header onto. So the majority of the base game ones, I believe, you load from this side, but this one you load from this side. So with that, we'll go ahead and hook on up to it, get it taken over to our farm. Well, this thing is actually kind of loud. Alright, yeah, there we go, beautiful. So what we got for lights on this thing. Looks like we only have front lights and not even brights. Just front lights. So, there we go. We got the beacons and 4-ways. Beautiful. And I think for this, we'll just, oh, I thought I was going to have enough room to swing around there, but not enough. Alright, this is bad. Nobody look. Nobody watch this. Nobody watch this part. We're okay. I am a fantastic driver. Look at those backing skills. This is beautiful. There we go. That's what I was trying to do. That way I could just back this on up. It's about right there. Should be perfect. And that'll be out of our way. There we go. Then we'll get this thing parked up next to it here. Beautiful. Go ahead and shut all the lights off and shut this down. There we go. Alright, so now what I'm going to do is look at this. We have a lineup of starting equipment to get us going on a farm. Problem is, we only have $1,136 or euros left, and we're about to spend another $750 on the hotel, and we still have to buy like seed. We got to buy seed. We got to buy fertilizer. We got to buy no lime. The field is already limed. We're going to need some herbicide to spray for weeds. Yeah, we've got quite a bit that we're going to need. So, yeah, here's what we're going to do. We're going to drive on down to the hotel, because I haven't shown this yet. I don't think I have. And I don't even know if this building is a hotel. I think it's more of just like housing. But we're going to play it as if it is a hotel. And yeah, this thing has a fantastic whopping 16-mile-an-hour top speed. Does this thing even have a beacon light? No, it does not have a beacon. That is terrible. What kind of farmer are we? Gotta have the beacon lights, right? So to get to the hotel, or what I am calling the hotel, come all the way down to this main road over here. And we shall make a left turn, Clyde. Make sure we got no traffic. Oh, goodness. We're good. We made it. We made it. Perfect. Okay. Alright. Yeah, head towards the water tower. Head towards the water tower, which is a soup can, I think. I think I just realized that's a soup can. Yes, it is, I think. I don't know. Anyways, this is where we're heading right here. And we're going to park our tractor right here. Turn the lights off and go ahead and shut this thing down. Yes. Beautiful. So this is the building right here that we're going to play as if it is the hotel. The rest of these look too much like apartment complexes. This one looks like you can get away with calling it kind of like a hotel-ish, right? So, yes, this is where we will do all of that. So, here's the thing also. We don't have a sleep trigger or nothing here. I could put the sleep trigger down, but basically what I've been doing is just fast-forwarding through night here. And we will come up to about... yeah, right about there, almost 6:30 in the morning. And that is a good time to start the day. The sun is just coming up this time of year. We are now in October 1. So now we need to remove 750. I think it's actually 720, but I'm just going to do 750. We're down to 386 euros. Now, where I'm getting that is... actually, I'm going to do the math right now because I do believe it is 720. We are going to do... nope, that's the wrong application on my phone. There we go. Calculator. And we're going to go... 80 times 9. Yes, so it is 20. It is 720. So I'm going to go ahead and give myself 30 back. Boom. There we go. Alright, so that is 720 that we have spent for another 9 nights at the hotel. So the way I figured that was, and I think I explained this in another previous episode here. Let's go ahead and hop into this thing and make our way back on down to the farm. So the way I came up with that that number is I'm charging myself 80 euros a night. And I think that's actually a sidewalk, and that's a car. That's a sidewalk that we just came out of. Anyways, so I'm charging myself 80 euros a night. And I have it set to 3-day months. So for every... and then, so what I did was I took 28 days and divided that by a number. I cannot remember. What did I divide that by? So 28 days divided by 3? Yeah. So I divided that by the 3 days, and came out with 9.3 repeated. And so we're calling it an even 9. And then I charge myself the 80 euros times 9 for every sleep. Because every sleep is 9 days. If that makes sense. I don't know if any of that just made sense. But, yes. that is how I came up with that number. So we'll go ahead and get on over here to the farm. And this may be just a shopping episode, because I think I am running up on just under 30 minutes, and I want to try to keep the episodes anywhere from 30 to 45 minutes, and I want to try not to hit the 45-minute mark as much. So yeah. So I'm actually going to set this up for a little screenshot here. We'll turn that off. And let's turn our wheels. Turn the ignition off. And then we can get out. That way it keeps the wheels turned. A little pro tip for screenshots, you know what I mean? Yeah, that'll be a good screenshot. Need it to be a little bit lighter, so I may speed up time just a little bit for the sake of a screenshot. But yes, that is going to do it for this episode, you guys. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, make sure to leave a like, and feel free to comment down below, and I will see you in the next one.